Hello students, today we will be studying about packing efficiency in solid state. So just a brief brush up on the concept that we had gone through in the previous videos we have studied. In solid states, we study some important characteristics of solids, difference between crystalline and amorphous solid, classifications of crystalline solids into molecular solids, metallic solids, ionic solids and covalent or network solids. Then 7 basic crystal systems, and from that the derived crystal system, other 14 Bravais lattices we have seen. Then we have seen how we can calculate the number of particles in a crystal lattice. So we know that unit cell is the smallest portion in the whole crystal system. When it is repeated in 3-dimensionally, then it yields it forms a crystal system or crystal lattice. Today we will be discussing or we will be studying about a very important concept called packing efficiency. Hope I had given you an introduction of what is packing efficiency. Please make a note that for sure 1 3-mark question will be asked from this part. So go through it thoroughly and practice all the 3 derivations. Very important. Again I'll mention. In packing efficiency, what is packing efficiency now? So I have told you that there is a small portion of the crystal system, if we consider, we call it as unit cell. In unit cell there are particles present, isn't it? Based on that we classified them as simple cube, body centered cube, face centered cube. Simple cube is the one in which only at the corners the atoms or particles can be atoms, molecules or ions will be present. Whereas body centered cube is the one along with the 8 corners the particle will also be present at the center of the body. Face centered cube is the one in which along with the 8 corners the particles will be present at every face of the unit cell. Total 6 faces will be there, so the particles will be present on the 6 faces as well. Now one by one we will be studying about packing efficiency for this. Before that, what is packing efficiency? Now I have told you that generally when we study about solid state, we usually symbolize it with this kind of diagram where we show that the particles are compactly packed, isn't it? In the crystal system the particles are compactly packed. Now when I say this, compactly packed or tightly packed, in the sense any crystal system or any solids it might be, during the packing of the particles or during the arrangement of particles there will be some spaces left. There will be some spaces left. We call those empty spaces as voids. Empty spaces are called as voids. VOIDS. Percentage of the space filled by the constituent particles or filled by the particles in the crystal system or unit cell is called as packing efficiency. How efficiently the packing has been done, that is what it means. Okay, so how do you define packing efficiency? The percentage, in terms of percentage we do calculate this. So the percentage of space filled by the constituent particles is called as packing efficiency. Now we will compare the packing efficiency of these 3, of simple cube, body centered cube and face centered cube, and then we will see in which the packing is very efficiently in which type the packing has been done. Okay, first we will be studying this for simple cube. Simple cube or primitive cube. So simple cubic packing or packing efficiency in simple cube or primitive cube. They will ask you calculate the packing efficiency in a simple cube or primitive cube. First, before going to this, we will consider the diagram of this simple cube. Let us consider a simple cube. Simple cube, you know, the particles are present at the corners. So with blue color, I'll show you how the particles will be present. This is the particle present in one corner. This is one more particle or at this corner. This corner particle is shown this way. What you need to understand is along the edge, the particles are touching each other, or the atoms or spheres are touching each other. This is how the particles are present in simple cube. Am I right? Let me name these ends or these corners as A, B, C, D. Here I have named it as A, B, C and D. Now here E, F, G and H. Hope it is clear. Please go through it once. Now let me consider that these are edge lengths, isn't it? So let the edge length be A. This is A. Here this edge length is A. So all the edge lengths be A. So before starting, how do we say? We say that in a simple cube, the atoms are present, or you can say than mentioning atoms, will generally consider the particles are present at the corners of the unit cell. Corners of the unit cell. So this will be the first point you mention, that in a simple cube the particles are present at 8 corners of the unit cell. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. This is what you will mention. Next, what should you mention? Mention that let the edge length be A. Let the edge length be A. That means we are considering the length of these edges, the sides, edges. We consider the length as A, and the radius of the sphere. Now I have shown you one atom, isn't it? See here, if this is an atom, then this is the radius of the sphere, isn't it? Sphere's radius. So half of this, it will be R. So let and R be the radius of each sphere. Radius of each sphere. Hope I'm making it clear to you. You're just considering the edge length as A and radius of the sphere as R. Now what is the volume of the unit cell? Volume of the unit cell is equal to, what will be the volume of the unit cell? Volume is length into length into length. So here edge, so A into A into A, it is A cube. A cube. Therefore volume of the unit cell, comma, A cube is equal to, what it will be? A cube is equal to, now one more thing before going to this point, let us add one more point here. Now we know r is the radius of the sphere. Therefore, A is equal to 2r. Am I right? See, if you consider one edge, or say this edge you have taken, here you have two spheres. This is one sphere, this is another sphere. So both are touching. So when you say A, that means half of this radius plus half of this radius, r plus r. It is 2r. That is why we write A is equal to 2r. Clear? A is equal to 2r. Therefore, A cube is equal to 2r whole cube. It becomes 2r whole cube means it becomes 8r cube. Now you have got volume of the unit cell. Volume of the unit cell you have got. If this is clear, let us check out the next point. Now we want volume occupied by the number of particles here. So how many particles are present in simple cube? Only one. So we will write, since simple cube contains only one atom, I'll write it above or I'll write it here. Since simple cube contains only one atom, therefore volume occupied by one atom is equal to, do you know volume occupied? Volume of the cube formula is 4 by 3 pi r cube. 4 by 3 pi r cube. So this is for a cube. So volume occupied by one atom. So 4 by 3 pi r cube into 1. So again it is 4 by 3 pi r cube. So you have got this. You have got volume of unit cell also. Next, substituting for packing efficiency. Therefore, packing efficiency is equal to the formula is volume occupied by one atom. Since it is simple cube, we mention one atom. If it is body centered, we mention 2 atom. If it is face centered, we mention 4 atom. Volume occupied by one atom by volume of unit cell we have calculated. That is why we were arriving at all those. So remember this formula. Since it is packing efficiency, we calculate it in percentage into 100. Clear? So this was the formula. So first we calculated volume of the unit cell as A cube is equal to 8r cube. We got it here because here A is equal to double the radius, so 2r, therefore cube of it gives 8r cube. Then we wanted volume occupied by one atom, so you know that volume of cube is 4 by 3 pi r cube, so multiply it by 1 since there is only one atom present in simple cube. Now here substitute, therefore packing efficiency is equal to volume occupied by one atom, that is one atom is 4 by 3 pi r cube whole divided by 8r cube into 100. It's very important that step by step you will have to mention each and everything. First thing, the diagram must be clear. Diagram, whatever you show in the diagram must be clear. Then you will have to mention what is A, what is R, what is A cube, what is volume of unit cell, what is volume occupied by particular atom, all those you have to mention. Then next important point is the packing efficiency formula. Substitution is very important along with the final answer. So here the final answer, do remember, for simple cube it is 52.4, for body centered 68, for face centered 74. What is it? Simple cube 52.4%, body centered 68%, face centered 74%. So you have to mention this very clearly even if you do not calculate it here. R cube cancels. Here pi value is 3.14. So 4 ones are, 4 twos are. So you get it as, ultimately on calculation you get it around 52.35 or more. So 52.4%. This is the packing efficiency. So 52.4%, it is more efficiently packed. That means the particles are efficiently packed. This is for simple cube. Go through it again. Do practice it number of times. It becomes it must be as if as soon as you see the question, you will have to start writing the answer. To that extent, it should have been practiced to you. So keep practicing. We will study about the other packings also. Next packing we will study for body centered cube. In body centered cube, what do you see? BCC, that is packing efficiency in BCC. That must be the heading. Draw the cube. Now here the important part is that however the particles are present at the corners. Most important thing is a particle present at the center of the body which is touching the other spheres also here. Okay, so this is body centered cubic arrangement. Again, name it A, B, C, D, E, F, G and H. Here in this arrangement, you see this is diagonal arrangement of particles. Diagonally, these atoms touch each other this way. Diagonally, the atoms touch each other. So first what you have to write here, or if you just understand, if you make a note, it's better. If it is finding very difficult, then directly we'll go to the derivation. First we write that there are 8 corner atoms and the body centered atom or sphere is touching the other neighboring atoms diagonally. So this will be our point which we will be mentioning for body centered cube. And let us also mention that here mark this as B, this as B and this edge as A. Okay, this edge as A and here the edge as B here. And then this line here, the diagonally